Welcome back to the channel. I'm still back onto this bit behind the speaker, behind the speaker pod, which I took out the last video. I've just took out that top bit of the sill to get to that bit of rust what was there, and I've just revealed more. So that bit I haven't cut through there, I've cut through there, but that bit's part of this panel. But if you look down there, it seems to travel down there further. So to get to this panel, I think I'm going to have to cut this bit of the inner top seal. Looks like I've got a spot weld there. There's two there. So I should be able to snip and get this panel off, and then I'll have to snip and get that bit of seal off to get to it. I did look doing the other side, but if I do the other side, I'm going to have to take the seal, the door post, and everything else out, and the wing off. But this bit goes down to the lower seal, I think. So I think that's my next plan. Get this bit off, so I can get to that down there, which is further down there. I'm gonna get in there even with chopping this off. I'm gonna have to take the layers off, I think. Right, I'll come back when I drill some more out. Right, that's that bit of the inner seal off. So that's another layer off. So I've now got to take this layer off so I can get to that one. So I'll have to snip. I'll snip this one a bit further this way so I can weld it up. Probably go through there, I think, because I don't know. Oh, do moving that a bit more further that way. Bugger. A bit surface rust there. So there. Right. Let me get to that bit. That's a bit thin there, right? I'll have to cut a bit more off somewhere. Oh dear. This has got more involved than what I thought. Well, it's going to be a case of getting in there and just snipping that bit across the top there. Never mind. Right. Let's cut another bit off. Right. That layer's off. So we're in there now. So that's what we got. So I'll snip through. I think we're going to snip through there. Snip through there. Because that actually finishes just there, so I can snip all the way along to there. But that goes beyond there, so I'm probably going to have to cut this bit off here, I think, so I can get that, snip that across there, I think. Get double skin there, then it goes double skinned again. There's no spot welds there. Right, so I'm gonna have to snip that off somewhere. Get that bit off. Oh, there. Let's get in there. Because that is. Yeah, there's a hole there. So then we've got to get to that. Oh, I didn't get involved in that. No. That was the first bit. And that was the top bit. That was the second bit. So we're peeling back the layers to get what we want. Right. I think that's loose there. There's got to be a spot weld somewhere there. I'll chop that through. Right. Let's see if we can get this bit out now. And then we can start making some panels. Exhibit A. What's that down? I'm getting a fall now. A bit chopped down. Right. Let's get a little mirror. See how far that is gone. See, there's a bit of rust up there, but how far can we go up? That's the thing. Go any further, it'll be on the panel outside. Throw the screw out in there. Clean up there. Right, I'll put some of that rust treatment on it. We'll let that go off and then we can prime that bit. I'll just clean this bit up with a stripping disc, both sides. So now, it's all around this, but I've got to put, you can see there's lip. There's a bit of a lip there. Well, that lip should go all the way around there and then get smaller there, but as you can see there's nothing left of it, so we've got to allow for that. Right, pen. Do that. And that will allow for that. Put a step in there. Let's see if we can jam it on there. So. Bit of a stack, but just needs a bend there and there. So that'll be bent, isn't it? There's a bend just about there. Bending there, right. Let's try that. That's better. Just need a bit more of that top bit. We can manage that, I think. With this cut down edge loop. Right, that clean up and prime on the inside, I think. Leave that lit. Right, that's that bit all done. Fabricate that bit now to go up the top. And put the lip across. Yeah. Right, that's the next bit. So that bit's back in, we're all strong now. Just got to do spot welds up there. Put that back on. Clean that bit. That's getting there. I think we'll call that a day on that video. That's about as far as I can get. It's going to be too long. In the next video we'll sort that top out of that inner seal, and then get the speaker surround back on, because I've got to have a bit of a tidy up, because there's, well, as you can see, look, everything's out, bench is all full of stuff, so I think we'll call it a day. That's enough today, but yeah, I'm well happy how much I've got back in there, so it's starting to get somewhere now, but I wasn't expecting to have all that much to cut out. I thought I was just going to have to cut that top out and repair that, or not repair all the back bit as well, but that's how it is sometimes. So the other side's got to be done. I've had a look in there and that's just the same. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.